Well, I grew up thinking I had a pretty easy, kind of boring, charmed life. And not to say that we didn't have our family dysfunctions, challenges, but just everything always worked out for my good. I got married right after my senior year in college, and had a wonderful husband who at the time was a youth pastor and was going to seminary, and so my vision was that I would be a pastor's wife. So later, like 10 years into our marriage, we started having children, and again, I felt so blessed that, you know, we had two beautiful, gifted daughters that, you know, it just seemed like, again, things were going well. I was able to work part-time to be home with my girls. My career grew and so forth. And then after 18 years of marriage, I felt my husband was going through a midlife crisis, and I discovered that he had filed for divorce, and it happened to be the same week that I was terminated from my position as a project manager with Chrysler, and I had worked there for about 12 years. So, you know, some pretty shocking realities to rock my boat. Throughout the next several years, as far as just the whole divorce process, I just, my coping strategy was that I'm in the midst of a miracle, and I don't want to limit God by my own agenda or my preconceptions. I feel God has honored that in so many ways, and has been so faithful in bringing amazing friends and just a very supportive family and wonderful church that has helped me through the divorce. And then fast forward like 8 years later, I decided to move down to Wyandotte because my girls wanted to go to Roosevelt High School. I was picking them up from marching band camp in Jackson, and we were driving back home to Wyandotte, and there was a semi parked on the shoulder, and I did not see it because of there's a curve and an incline and there was traffic, and he proceeded out into my lane at a snail's pace. And since then I've discovered that it takes more than the length of a football field to stop when you're going 70 miles an hour. And it shaved off the side of our minivan, and I lost my 16-year-old daughter in that accident. And since then, over the last 4 years, we've been in the midst of a messy lawsuit that her father decided to pursue. And sadly, my youngest daughter has refused to speak to me or be part of my life. So I do truly believe, backing up, that the family that prays together stays together. And I encourage anybody that's hearing this to stay in prayer no matter what challenges you face.